And so how I kind of defined my faith with Judaism is tied into another story, which I will quickly share. And when people ask me about my faith with Judaism, I use this phrase that I learned through this story. So basically, in high school, I took German, which not a great, I should have taken Spanish. It would have been a lot more helpful for me in the long run. I should have taken Spanish. But my family spoke German, my brother took German. Like, I thought German would be helpful for me just to like communicate with my family and whatnot. But every year there was something called German Day. And so all the German clubs around the county got to go to the local college. And basically, there were a bunch of activities that were put on for us. And one of the things that happened was there was a Holocaust survivor that came. And he basically spoke about his experience being a Holocaust survivor in Germany. And he told his whole story. And at the end, there was a point for questions. And a bunch of people were going up and asking him stuff. And I really wanted to ask him a question, but I was so nervous. I was super nervous. And my friend was like, just do it, go ask him. And so I got up in line. I didn't know whether to say that I was Jewish or that I was a granddaughter of a Holocaust survivor. And so I didn't. And that's very important. I did not say any of that. And so I got up there and I asked him something that I would have asked my grandpa if he was still alive. And this was a question, because my feelings with religion was so complicated at the time, this was something I really needed clarification on, especially from a Holocaust survivor, since I couldn't ask my grandpa. And I basically asked him, I said, how has your experience with the Holocaust affected your faith? Do you feel like it's stronger? Do you feel like it's weaker? And how do you feel about religion moving forward? And he basically said, after his experience in the Holocaust, he considers himself Jewish culturally and ethnically, but no longer identifies with it as a religion, or just identifies with any religion, basically. And so that's now the answer that I usually give to people, because that resonated with me a lot. But the most surprising thing that happened is after I asked him the question and he answered, he looked at me and he hugged me like hard and like for a bit of time. And that was crazy to me, because he hugged no one before that asked questions. And I did not say that I was Jewish, and I did not say I was a granddaughter of a Holocaust survivor. And I was like, what was this? And so I like walked off the stage. I was like getting like kind of teary-eyed. I sat down and my friend was like, what just happened? He just treated you like completely different than like anyone else who just came on stage. And he was just like so nice to me. And if I ever believed in a higher power that was stronger, that like it was just like so intense. I was like, how did he know? Why did he treat me differently than other people? And like it felt like he knew on like a deeper level. I understood what he went through, and that like I had some sort of family history with this. And that was just a huge moment. Just the fact that I got to talk to a Holocaust survivor and ask a question that I would have loved to ask my grandpa. And then hearing an answer that resonated with me so much, and then feeling just like a super strong personal connection to this guy when he didn't really know anything about me, was super intense. And so my faith, not super strong religious wise, but I still identify with Judaism very strongly in a cultural sense.
Got it. Well, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.